just wanted to take a quick moment to invite Ruchie, who is here in the Virginia classroom, and we wanted to kind of give you a perspective from a past participant who has taken the training and gone through the whole process, and we were able to find her a position locally here in Maryland. So just to get her perspective of the training as well as the placement, wanted to give that opportunity to you guys to also ask any questions you might have about the course or about the job. Ruchie, thank you so much for coming by. We know it's a weekend, but thanks so much for coming over and helping us out. I'll let you introduce yourself and kind of tell us about what your current job is and what you're working as, and then we'll take it from there.
Okay, my name is Ruchie, and my current job is as a business analyst at Genova Technologies in Maryland. I took the course with Sri, but now I've started working at Genova. It's a healthcare project that I'm working on. Our company does requirements for CMS, and it's an agile model that we're following. So everything is done at a much faster pace. We have meetings every week, and we gather requirements, do user stories, and document them.
Okay. Who are your primary business users?
Our primary business users will be people who will be applying for insurance once it's for the affordable healthcare they're coming up with.
The new.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it won't, I think, start till 2014.
Okay, so it's preparing towards that goal.
Exactly.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about your experience with the course itself. What kind of exposure did you get, and how does that apply to your present job? Specifically, you're new there and you're getting started and you're trying to get used to the process. But overall, tell us about the course content as well as how it's helping you on the job.
Okay. As far as the course content, it's really nicely put together. I learned everything about being a BA at this taking classes with Sri. It teaches you from the beginning to end what all you need to be equipped with to be able to do the job. So basically, it's a good program designed, and there are hands-on things in here too. Yeah, this course is what actually motivated me to be a BA. As for what other questions you have?
How does it relate to your current job?
The whole understanding when I started working here is everything I got from the course. From knowing the documentation to what requirements are to diagrams. So basically, if you follow the course to the T, and they have a lot of resources that Sri gives, you go through them, and he helps a lot too, so you will be ready for a job as a BA.
Okay.
Yeah.
And tell us about what you were doing prior to this role.
Prior to this, I've done computer technical support, but in between, I had a break from the workforce completely for a while. So now I took the course, and I'm working.
Okay. And you mentioned Agile, which was interesting. A lot of companies seem to be going the Agile route these days. So what kind of requirement gathering process do you have in your organization?
As far as requirements gathering, we do sprint meetings. I guess the whole requirements gathering is breaking down into different sprints. In each sprint, you work on certain requirements for a certain area. So you do mostly user stories, and you sit with the business owners. Everybody sits in the same room. You work on user stories with the business owners, and then you go and document them and get, obviously, an approval. They review it again.
Okay. So primarily user stories, which are your functional requirement documents.
Correct.
Mainly. Okay, great. That's all the questions I had. So I'll open the floor for folks on the phone. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot it out. Just mention your name and your question, and Ruchie can answer those for you. Any questions, folks on the phone? including people in Chicago. Please step in if you have any specific questions.
The environment that, can we ask questions?
Sure,
Yeah.
let's start. Yeah.
The environment that you're in now, is it interview, insurance or health or something that familiarity with before?
The question was if the industry was familiar to Ruchie or if it was a new environment in terms of domain, insurance and healthcare. Was that new or was she already equipped with that knowledge beforehand?
It's a new environment for me. But there's so much documentation out there, especially the area that you're going to work on. There's all that documentation out there, so it helps a lot, and then you can go from there. And mainly in domains, it's good to keep on reading in whatever domain you're going to be in.
Any other questions for folks here?
How many interviews did you have?
I mean, technically, I had like 3 in-person interviews. Yes.
One after the other or at the same time?
No, they were done different, say 1 a week. No, okay, interviews with this company. I had 2 interviews, 1 on the phone and then 1 in person. Usually, mostly nowadays, they're doing 1 on the phone and then they call you in to meet up with you.
Did they discuss your background at all or just what you've done now, which is to understand?
They look at your resume and then ask you questions from there. And then I think as a BA, they look at your communication skills as well, which is very important. Because you're going to be trying to gather requirements and going to the meeting, so you should have good communication skills, I think.
So based on your first week, what was there anything really challenging or did you have to pick up or did anything seem really challenging or overwhelming?
No, actually it's kind of fun. It's a very good learning experience. You work with smart people. And as I said, there's so much documentation out there. You have to find really time to read up on all of it. That's the challenge. And then this project is starting from scratch, so they're just in their first sprint and they're still trying to put the whole process in place. So just catching up, and I've been thrown into work, so I was in a meeting for 4 hours yesterday, so we did like 40-50 user stories. So yeah, it's challenging, it's fun. Yeah, I enjoy it.
Sure.
Ruchie, this is Amshi. Priyanka has a question here. How long did it take for you to find a job after finishing the course?
About like 2.5 months. Yes. Oh, they help a lot. They have a person who does place you, so helps with the placements. Yes.
So from the placement perspective, let's say you're done with the course and then you sign up for placement through Requirement Sync. What kind of a support can you expect from the recruitment team as well as the training team in terms of preparing you from being a training graduate to being ready for the interview as well as on the job?
Well, as far as the help from you guys, there's a lot of resources that she has given us. We have even had some sessions, preparation sessions, which helps a lot. And then as far as helping to get you placed, he has a person who finds you placements, and she's really involved and really tries her best to help you there. So from requirements, and you do get a lot of support that way. So. We did group sessions more, and then if you have an interview coming up, then she actually is always ready to help and talk to you on the phone. And yeah, he does. If that's what you need, he'll do that for you too. So yeah. Well, everybody has different questions depending on what their requirements are. Some people ask very technical questions, and then there are people who just ask generic BA questions. So it really depends what you're interviewing for. It's best whenever they send you a position that you're going to be applying for, just read their job description and then go from there. Some people will ask, they want data analysis people, or they want just plain business process people. So read up on just those areas and be prepped. So.
Did he have any presence in that company before, or were you the first presence?
Oh, I'm the first presence there.
Any other questions from Chicago or folks on the phone?
No, Chicago, we are fine.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much again, Ruchie, for taking the time out of your day and coming by and helping us out.
No problem.
I'm sure they appreciate insights from someone who's been through the whole process. We can explain about the training all day long, but hearing from a peer would definitely help them out. So I'm very glad that you were able to come by.
No, it was my pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.